So Randy Smith had this really cool thing on Facebook today. It said embarrassing moments. And if anybody had some embarrassing stories that they wanted to film and present in a funny way, he'd like that. And then we could post them on this site. And I said, I have a great story about when I was a nurse in the hospital. And he said, okay, I'll come over tomorrow night and film it. I thought we were filming them, but that's even better. Randy's going to film it. So my husband comes home tonight and he says, what's your embarrassing story? So I tell him. He says, that's not very embarrassing. Got any other ones? So I came up with more and he said, those, it's snowing. Those aren't very embarrassing. How about this one, he says, when I took you in the big truck and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I could tell that one. Now I don't know if I have any embarrassing stories to my name. I'm going to let Randy come over tomorrow anyway, and I'll tell him all my embarrassing stories. Maybe.
I figure a good test for an embarrassing story is, have you ever had something happen someplace and you never want to go back there again because you're embarrassed? Or you never want to see those people who were there again because you're embarrassed. And I asked Joe, so have any of these things you're talking about, do they make you feel like, oh, I never want to go back there again, or never want to meet those people again? She goes, no. Well, then how
Maybe the one walking down Mitchell, and I was pretty embarrassed to see our next door neighbors. That's probably the best one.
Maybe. I think the trucking cross-border one would be kind of good, too.
That's a good one, too. We'll tell Randy those ones, and he can pick.
Yeah.
So Randy gets to know all my secrets. And, yeah.
And I'm trying to think if I ever had something happen that I was, like, embarrassed to go back, you know. And I don't think I have.
Alan had a Biff Wellington embarrassing moment.
Well, okay, that's true. That was embarrassing. I could tell that story.
I think Kristen could tell better.
There I was on the set of Biff Wellington, and
You better save that. Yeah, that's a good one.
I couldn't.
Nope, don't tell them. He couldn't do the... That word. That word.
Cut!